Okay, this video is to get people started creating rhythm tracks in GarageBand using a guitar or a piano and the drums that are in GarageBand. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up our empty project and we are going to start with a drummer. And so I double click on that to create the drum track. Okay, let's pause right here and let me say that if you're going to do this along with me, what I want you to do is have a chord progression that you can play to create your drum track. So my chord progression, let's just say, is A minor, F, C, G. All right, so it goes like. Okay, so that's going to be really important to plan ahead. So let's talk about creating a drum track for that. Now, you might want to load your full sound library here, okay? Maybe it's best right now if you have just opened up GarageBand for the first time or you haven't been using it very long. That means you probably haven't downloaded all the sounds that are available to you. Now the thing is, they're free. So if you have enough hard drive space, because these sounds do take up several gigs on your computer, then you would want to select download all available sounds. Now I have downloaded all my available sounds, but apparently there's been some updates. So now this lights up again. So I can go again and download the updates too. You might want to start with downloading the essential sounds first. And see if you like it. If you do like all the options that you have, then sure, go ahead later, download all available sounds. Now, it will take a while to download, so you might want to maybe do this and then go make dinner and have a good dinner, then come back afterwards, and your sound should be downloaded by then. Okay, so anyway, over here, we've created a drum track. Now, notice if I click on this region, now I have access to this. If I don't click on it, I don't have access. So that's going to be important. If you look here, now I have all these different drummers to choose from. And they all have different styles and even personalities to their playing. So it's almost like working with a real drummer. There's different styles, alternative drummers, singer-songwriter style, R&B, even electronic EDM stuff if that's what you're into, hip hop, and then acoustic percussion type of things. So let's just go with rock, and let's go with Kyle, because I think he is the basic drummer that GarageBand comes with. So once you have Kyle, then you also have access to different drum kits, all right? And the drum kit that this drummer comes with, so Logan has retro rock, you can just leave that, all right? Because that's what the makers of GarageBand feel that drummer works best with. So going back to Kyle, he has the SoCal drum kit. So you don't have to worry about this very much. So rock, Kyle, now watch this. If I click on this, double click on this, then this control panel pops up, all right? And so I'm gonna pull out. Okay, so here we go. Play this. Now, if I select this, it just loops these 4 measures that I've highlighted. Now, when it's looping, what I can do is now I can audition the sound, so I can select different presets. Okay, so that's super heavy. I don't like that, so maybe I'll go with half plate. That's cool. Now watch. I can make it softer by doing that. I can make the drum pattern more complex by doing that. And you can see how the sound waves change here, right? I can make it loud and complex. And you see again how it changes. I can make it loud and simple. Right? And so the amplitude of the sound is measured here, up and down. So now I can make it simple and soft. So let's go with something like this. Now I also want it a little slower because I think, what was my chord progression? It was like, yeah, maybe a little bit slower. So let's try that. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. So let's try it. Great. Okay, so that's good. I like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn off the cycle, turn off the loop here. And so now when I record, it'll go all the way to 8 measures. So let's record our guitar. Okay, so I am going to plug in my headphones, and you should too, because we don't want the sound of the drums leaking onto the track that we're recording. Okay, make sure the input here is the MacBook Air microphone. Set your levels. You don't want it too loud. You don't want it clipping. And that's good. You want it right here in the yellow. You don't want it living up here at the top, because that's when things will, what we call clip or distort. Okay, so don't forget, turn on, well, you don't need the metronome right now because you have the drum part. So I want it to count in, so I'm gonna make sure that's set. And then I wanna tune my guitar, but I've tuned my guitar right before I started making this video, and so hopefully it's still in tune. And I don't wanna waste your time by tuning in front of you, but you should make sure you tune as well. Okay, so I think we're ready to record. I have my headphones in, I've set my levels, I've tuned my guitar, okay, and I have my count in. So here we go. You won't be able to hear the drums, but I hear them in my headphones, so hang tight. 2, 3. Okay, so I'm gonna unplug my headphones, so now you can hear what I recorded. Okay. And I think my guitar is a little loud, so I'm gonna turn it down. Now the other thing is adjust your panning. All right. So that way you create a little bit more space on the track and things don't sound as muddy. Now watch this. I'm gonna drag this drum track so it's right on beat 1 on that 9th measure. So that way now I have an ending. Right? And so before it was only 8 measures long, and listen, there's no ending for my drums. Weird, right? So all you do is you click and you drag, and now you have something that lands on beat 1. Okay, and then what you can do is you can share this, you export song to disk, and you can share this, name it, save it somewhere. I save mine to my desktop, which is why my desktop's such a mess. Send it as an MP3. Export, and then you can email that file to your friend, and then maybe in the next video I'll show you what you can do. Okay? All right, good luck.